vesting. Anything that you have through 2016 is going to remain on the existing vesting schedule of 4 years. You guys get 1/3 after 2 years, and then 1/3 every year until 4 full years, you get 100% of it. So moving forward, any new dollars you put in after 2 full years of service, so if you've already been here for 2 years, you'll be fully vested. So after 2 full years of service, you're 100% vested. For anybody who's been here less than 2 years, you start contributing January 1. If you leave under 2 years, you take everything you put in, but you don't take anything that Power Plus has given you. So this is a per payroll benefit. So a lot of people think, okay, if I put in 6% for the entire year, then I should get the full match for the entire year. It's on a per pay period basis. So if you don't contribute for a certain pay period, you're not going to get matched for that pay period. So again, you guys have questions, call my cell. I can help you with it. One of the main questions I do get is if you should do traditional or Roth. I know I've gone over this every time we've met, but I'll go over it again. Generally speaking, younger people do Roth, older, close to retirement, we do traditional. The traditional, you put $100 in, you get a tax deduction for that $100, so it'll affect your take-home pay by more like $80. Those dollars grow tax deferred, meaning you're not paying taxes on those dollars. When you take it out in retirement, you pay taxes on anything you pull at ordinary income tax rates. Roth is the opposite. You put $100 in today, it'll affect your take-home pay by the $100. Those dollars also grow tax deferred, but when you pull it out in retirement, you take it all out tax-free. So good. I mean, I know I've gone over this with you guys before, but the Rule 72, hopefully some of you guys remember. Rule 72, you take any interest rate, divide it into 72, that's how long it takes your money to double. So if I average 9% rate of return, I'll get up forward. But if you average 9% rate of return, 9 goes in 72 8 times. So if I'm 30 years old, I'm not going to retire for another 40 years. 8 goes into 45 times, your money will double 5 times. So if I had 10 grand today, that's 20, 40, 80, 160, $320,000 for that $10,000 today. So I'd get $310,000 tax-free with the Roth. Generally speaking, though, most of those are terrible savers. So we're always playing catch up as we're getting later, closer to retirement. So take the tax deduction today and contribute as much as you can. And then when you're in retirement, if you haven't done a great job saving, you're not going to be pulling out hundreds of thousands of dollars out of a year. You'll be pulling out just enough to supplement Social Security, keep you on cap, things of that nature. So, because if you're only pulling $20,000 a year out of your 401k at ordinary income tax rates, I don't know what the tax rate is on 20 grand, but it's not going to be very high. So you want to take the tax deduction today while you're working and pull out a little bit every year in retirement. Let me pull up my notes here. All right, so before we leave this, I want to make sure everybody's very clear on the changes that are starting January 1st as far as how the match works and the vesting. Do you guys have any questions on that right now? Okay, great. So next slide. Okay, so our maximum staying the exact same. If we're under 50 years old, we can put in a total of $18,000. The catch-up is still at the $6,000. For anybody over 50, you can do up to $24,000. Whatever percentage of your pay that is, you guys are allowed to put in up to 80% of your pay, whether it's Roth, traditional, mixture of the two, however you want to do it. That's our maximums. People always ask, why 80%? That seems like a huge percentage of my paycheck. A lot of the time, people, if you get, in small inheritance throughout the year, you've done a great job saving, you want to put in your 401k, you can't just write a check and put it in the 401k. It has to come out of your paycheck. So you can defer 80% of your check at the end of the year to put those dollars into your 401k if you choose. Again, the 401k, we do not have open enrollment. This is open enrollment for your health, vision, dental, all that jazz. 401k, you guys can increase it, decrease it, start it, stop it, do anything you want at any time. It's 100% up to you. Your loans, anything and everything you want to change, you guys can do it literally every single day if you wanted to. And obviously it is for full-time employees, been here for the 90 days. So before we leave the 401k topic, a little bit about the stock market. So obviously we've been having a stock market go up for the last 8 years. People always ask me, Dave, what's going to happen? I don't have a crystal ball, but I do know that it's not going to go up forever. And it doesn't matter who is elected. So you guys can drag each other out of the room later. So it doesn't matter who it is. Market's going to do what the market's going to do. Again, the market's been going up for 8 years. Market's going to turn. So say we're in 2007 right now. Hope a lot of you guys remember 2008. Terrible time in the stock market. So if I'm in 2007, say I have $100,000 in my account, and then 2008, now I have $60,000 in my account. For those who saw that drop down to $60,000, they got really scared. They pulled their money out of the market, put it in cash, stopped contributing to their 401k. So those people, they waited 5 years and they decided, okay, you know what, markets been going up for 5 years. Let me go ahead and start my 401k again and get back invested. Okay, those people will never retire. They have the exact same amount as what they started with, that 60 grand in 2008. Those people who in 2007 had the 100 grand, it dropped it to 60 grand in 2008. Those people who just set it, forget it, just, they took their beating, but they kept buying it and buying it and buying it. Those people, everything they've lost has come back plus some, and everything they bought all the way down has more than doubled. So lesson here, steer the course. Be invested appropriately for your age. Obviously, we have the target date funds to make it super easy for you guys. Or call me, call myself, shoot me an email. I'm more than happy to help you guys with your 401ks. You want to make your 401k work with what you have outside of it. Whatever it may be, please give me a call. And update your beneficiaries if you've had any life changes, married, divorced, had a kid, especially the divorce thing. It's terrible if you have your ex as a beneficiary and you married somebody else. It's just ugly.
It happens.
It's amazing. Yeah. Nobody wins in that case. So again, guys, if you can put the screen back up with my cell phone on it. Guys, please write down my cell number and literally call me any hour of the day. I know you guys do start early. Some of you have called me literally like 6 a.m. I'm not going to pick up, but I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through the 401k enrollment. So for those of you already enrolled, this will look pretty familiar to you, but if you haven't enrolled in the 401k plan, which I don't know why you haven't, but if you are thinking about doing it based off of his presentation, here's how you're going to do it. And everything is done through the ADP system. So when you log into ADP, you'll go ahead and see those 3 menu items: home, resources, myself. So you click on myself, you go down to benefits, and then you're going to go ahead and see a link that says retirement savings. So when you click on that, it's going to jump you into a new web page that takes you to our ADP 401k site. You'll be prompted with the welcome screen here, so you have a choice to enroll later, enroll now. So we'll click enroll now. It takes you to this spot where you can go ahead and pick your 401k percentage if you want. And again, you have 2 buckets of where you want to be able to put your money. If you want to go the traditional 401k, or if you want to go into the Roth, go 3%, 3%, 1, 2, however you want to do it, or just go all into one, you can do that. So you pick your percentage. Once you do that, you're going to have to pick your target date fund, I guess we have here, or how you want to allocate your money. It does need to be 100%. So if you want to, if you like going into different funds, you can go 50% here, 50% there, 3%, whatnot, but it does need to equal 100. Again, we have those predefined funds there. So you see there's a 2010, 2015, 2020 fund. So depending on your retirement date, you can pick that fund and it will allocate your money for you. So you can just kind of set it and forget it. And that's basically it. And you're on the 401k plan. Again, with the 401k, again, you go through myself, benefits, retirement savings. Once you're enrolled, if you want to be able to change your percentage throughout the year, change it every paycheck if you want to. You can go to 3%, 2%, 1, go to 80, back to 1. It's up to you. You can change it at any time throughout the year for the course of your employment, as long as you want. That's about it for the 401k. Now for the open enrollment, I'll take you through some of the screens. This open enrollment window should be popping up for you when you get a chance to log into ADP. You'll be presented with this enrollment window. Lets you know what you can do during the enrollment plan, what you can do, what you can't do. So you can either click start enrollment here and it jumps you right into your enrollment. But if you do not get presented with this window, you could go to, when you log in, go to myself, go to benefits, and go to enrollments. and then it takes you down to the screen where it says enrollments. So you'll see Open Enrollment 2017, and you'll have the button to start. Once you get here, step one is reviewing your dependents and beneficiaries. This is what we were alerting you to a few weeks before Open Enrollment. Make sure that you got all your dependents in the ADP system. If there's any new dependents, any dependents you need to take off, confirming their basic information, that's good to do. So in step one here, we have dependents already loaded up. We have a spouse and 2 children. But if you do need to add a new dependent, you can do that. The button that says Add Dependent Beneficiary, you'll click that. And then you want to select Dependent Beneficiary. When you do that, you'll be prompted to enter in that basic information for the beneficiary. One thing I'd like to note is that during this process, when you're entering your beneficiary, there's an option for the home address. If you're adding a dependent, do not change the home address. If there is a different home address than your home address, please let HR know. Please let myself know, let Krista know. We'll probably need to notify Edna that there's a different address for the dependent than you. It could create some problems with your current enrollment if we have different addresses in there. So please just let us know. Otherwise, do not change the address. Okay, so the second step there is going to be the status. So this is where I was recommending Walk Me Through My Benefits. When you click Walk Me Through My Benefits, again, it's going to take you through all the benefit options you have for this open enrollment. If you do select the option that says, I know what I want to change, you can go ahead and select the checkbox if you own one. I only want to see and change medical and dental. Then you'll check those 2 boxes, and when you click continue, you'll only be presented with those 2 options. And then if you say, I do not want to make any changes, it's just going to go ahead and bypass everything and go right to the end. But again, like we were saying with the FSA and whatnot, if you're going to re-enroll into the FSA, you're going to want to walk through your benefits anyway. So I recommend just to go ahead and walk you through your benefits. You can see what you're currently enrolled in. You can see what the costs are going to be, just to give you an idea. That's going to be able to show you everything at a glance. So when you click continue, then you're going to get to your open enrollment screen here. It's going to let you know what you can do. Again, as that enrollment window showed up, same thing. And on the right-hand side is the buttons you're going to use to toggle through all the benefits. So you'll go ahead and click that health and welfare medical link, and that'll take you to your medical benefits. Now, given that we've already had open enrollment probably 2 years already, if you have any current benefits that through Power Plus, it'll let you know that you're already enrolled. If you do want to unenroll in that benefit, you could go ahead and click the button that says unenroll from this plan. Or if you want to choose another plan, you can just go ahead and enroll in a different plan, and it'll unenroll and re-enroll you under the new plan. If you want to see how much the plan costs, you can go ahead and click more info, and that'll drill you down into the different costs based on employee, employee and children, employee and spouse, employee and family. And then, and then you'll go ahead and click through the other plans. You click dental. But taking it back to the medical here, okay, well, there it is. So if you're already enrolled, you can unenroll. If you want to enroll into another one, so on and so forth, you can do that. Then you go ahead and click through all the plans and see what's going on. At the end of all the enrollments that you're taking through, step 1 here is at the very end, and you're going to see all the plans that you've enrolled in. If you enrolled in medical, dental, vision, FSA, everything is going to be listed for you here on step 1. You're going to see what your cost is. You're going to see what the employer cost is. Now, this is on a monthly premium amount right here, but if you look up top, you can change between the monthly view and the per period view. So if you want to know how much is all this going to cost me per check, you can go ahead and toggle those buttons up there, and it lets you know what the per check is going to be. Any plans that you didn't enroll in will be presented here for you on step 2, and we have to have a waive reason. So there's different options you can choose for the waive reason. I do not want to be covered. I'm under my parents' plan. I'm under my spouse's plan. We do have to have reasons. So because of the Affordable Care Act, they require that we have these statuses and that you assign a status to them. Why you did not choose a medical plan. We need to track that. Oh. So on step 3 down there, it says complete your enrollment. Again, once you complete your enrollment, you are locked into those plans already. You're done with your enrollment at that point. If you want to go ahead and finish later, again, the open enrollment is open till the 23rd. So if you want to come back to it a couple days later, you want to maybe do something today and then go check with your spouse later or whatnot, you can do that. But you do need to have all this finalized and done by the 23rd of this month. But once you click complete enrollment, you're done. Now, if you do have enrollment remorse and you wanted to change something since you've already locked in, please call myself or Kristen and we'll probably have to make changes for you and change the enrollment because you will be locked into that. But if you do want to go and just have some time to do it, you can click finish later, then come back and then complete the enrollment. And that's it for the enrollment. And Kristen's going to go through the wellness program here. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to take a quick minute to go over this year's wellness program. We had for the health challenge, we had 2 phases that we had 105 participants involved in the phase 1, and $125 was issued to each of those participants, totaling $13,125. And then we had 82 participants in the phase 2, and each of them received $125, totaling $10,250. So we also, in addition to the health challenge, had the fitness challenge, which we had 81 participants, which if you go to the next slide, you'll see just a visual representation of what that looks like, where the year before, we had half that amount. So this year, we had a really good turnout and a really good competition. It was so enjoyable to watch everyone participating. The next slide. As you may or may not know, our second place winners were the Anaheim field team, and each participant received $100 gift cards. The third place winners were the Paris team, in champions last year, and they each received a $50 gift card. And then we had 20 people that received $25 gift cards just for showing exceptional effort. And then we had an MVP this year who excelled in all areas and showed just MVP of the Olympics, and that was Gerardo from Las Vegas. And Gerardo was part of the winning team, the grand prize winning team of Las Vegas. Next slide. The champions, Las Vegas, the champions. So as of this weekend, come Friday, Las Vegas will be going to Oxnard for a beach front resort weekend vacation. So that's the kind of things you get to look forward to when you participate in the wellness program. And it's such a great thing to be a part of, and Power Plus is willing to invest in each and every one of us to improve our personal health and well-being, which in turn helps us as employees as well. And then for 2017, just a little bit of a look of what's to come. We are going to the beach. So details are to follow. So please keep your eyes open come January, February for more details. Thank you very much.
You're zooming into me, so I guess I'll.
All right, introducing Steve Namroth.
Sorry.
Steve Namroth's going to go over the Giving University right here. So leave it to Steve.
Hey everyone, it's good to see so many faces in such small boxes there. For those of you that are new, Giving University is our partner nonprofit organization, and many of you have participated in it, but I know some of you are new, so I want to kind of give you an overview of what we do and what that is. So the idea is to try to inspire generosity. It's trying to teach you why generosity is a great thing to do, and kind of give you some of the reasons why, and kind of help you overcome objections, and to encourage you to be more generous. Power Plus puts money into the Giving University, and we use you to help us to identify organizations to give that money to. So the training classes that we offer about once a quarter, are done now through this Hangouts thing, so you can be in any office and participate. And it's been really successful with the new technology. We also, as part of the process, allow you to research an organization, propose a grant, and Power Plus or Giving University will donate money to that organization. If you graduate from the class, you're eligible for a trip. So we just had a team return from Cambodia. We sent teams to Thailand this year and to Mozambique. And Giving University pays for that. So all you have to do is get a passport and show up. And you get to see what life is like overseas and see what organizations are doing there. We also allow you to donate into the Giving University and then take that money and donate it as you wish if you want to do some anonymous giving. So I think we can skip through that. Some pictures of the Thailand trip. We did a Mexico trip this year as well. Okay, good. So I really encourage you to set aside the time and make it a priority. There's some special benefits for Power Plus employees, if you want to jump to that. The trip itself is, you don't have to take vacation time to go on that trip. So it's paid time off. In addition, once you've completed that trip, you can request an additional 2 weeks of paid time off over and above your vacation if you're going to serve an organization or volunteer, and that just has to be run through the board. And so it's a great extra benefit for those of you that complete the class. So.